Hello everyone, this is Oma Felix, your favorite relationship therapist, and you are welcome to Oma Therapy City. Guys, remember I once made a promise to you all that I'm gonna be releasing a video addressing signs you must actually watch out for if you want to spot a white beater. And guess what? I am here with it. I'm here with it and it's stored in my notepad. I actually went out of my way to ask my senior colleagues the marrying, and boom! I met a divorcee that actually fought a domestic violence. So she shared her own experience to me, what she saw before marriage that she didn't really pay attention to, and what she now met inside marriage. I met her to step out, and I feel like it's better to be a divorcee or a single mom than being dead. Like, at least you're still alive and there's still hope for your own very future. But that's not God's plan for us. God's plan for us is not to get married and tomorrow we start telling him stories that we're no longer interested in the man or in the marriage. So God's plan for us is to get married. We want to get married and stay in marriage, and marriage is supposed to be forever and ever, like to death do you both apart. So guys, this video is actually in regards to late Mrs. Osinachi Nwachukwu, our own very sister, which we lost out of domestic violence. And I know too many questions will be going through your mind, like, was she blind not to see those signs before she get married? It's not really about blindness, but most of the times we women or ladies are too excited about marriage and men. So whenever we want to get married, we are too excited. Like, that excitement will make us to not really pay attention to things that we should have paid attention to. But nevertheless, you are covered. This video is gonna be interesting and helpful to the single and to the married too, but especially to the single. It's gonna help you at least to teach you things you must actually watch out for and hear from other people's experience. At least when you hear from people's experience, you wouldn't want to make the same mistake, would you? I know you wouldn't. So pay attention to this as I read it out. Where I studied on my phone, I'm gonna read it out. People's listen. Okay, are you ready? Let's go into it. But please guys, if this is your first time of coming to my channel, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and personalize it. Meaning, like, you have to click on that bell, personalize it so that you can always get notifications. Please pardon me, always get notifications each time I release a new video. And don't forget to comment at the end of this video. Tell us what you think, tell us if this video was helpful to you and all that. I will be waiting in the comment section. Let's get into it, shall we? Welcome back everybody, welcome back. So let's get back to business. But guys, before then, I want to ask you a question. Do you think there is any man born a white beater? Like, we all are products of God, so why would God make this one a white beater and this one not a white beater? Like, not really making sense. So I feel like no man is born a white beater. No, maybe, but there are things that can actually build that part of him. Yes, there are things that can actually build that part of him. Things like let's call it factors. Yeah, there are factors that can actually build that part of him. Factors like, one, we have family, we have environment, we have peers influence, we have doctrines and laws. Or do you understand? Okay, family in terms of like a man that is born in the family where they practicalize domestic violence might grow up thinking that domestic violence or beating his wife is good. Now, environments apart from family where the man grew up or the woman, she might also think that maybe beating the husband or being violent all the time is always right to get what you want. But that's not actually it, and that might build that part of the person. Do you understand? And the third one is peers influence. A man that has 2 or 3 friends that always beat their wife, and after beating they come and boast it like, beat this lady, after beating my wife, she not gave me food and she not do this. He might think that beating wives or beating his wife can actually give him that submission. Do you understand? And he might just start being like that. And the fourth one is doctrines. Yes, as people, we have different doctrines, we have different beliefs, and have different religions. So there may be doctrines like that I've not seen, no, but there may be that supports domestic violence in order to get submission or whatever from the wife. So these are things that can actually make or build that part of a man, don't you think? I think so. So guys, let's go into what we have. Apart from that, let me read out informations I gather from people about this. And are you ready? Let's go. Okay, this is actually from the man. This man said, that's why you get to know him better before marriage. Know his friends, neighbors, and even all his exes, and secretly inquire from them the kind of man he is. Believe me, most of them are kind and honest and will definitely tell you the truth about him. Okay, this is coming from a man. This man said that before you get married to any man at all, try to know at least 3 or 4, even more than 4 of his friends, and try to know all his exes. You will be asking, how am I gonna know his exes? Like, this is why technology has made things easier. You can actually ask for the name secretly, chat the person up, and I don't know, but it's not really nice to go chatting a man's ex or exes to start asking him about him. But at least you should know 1 or 2 of his friends, like his current friends, not really exes, either girl, either women or men, and know more about him. But most of the time I feel like this thing is even the guys will still try to cover the guy up. Even if this guy is bad, you know, guys always support guys. They would like to cover the guy up, and even some ladies. But like he said, most of them are kind and honest and will tell you the truth. So do it after praying and hope for a better result, a good result, and also pray to God. Okay, let's go to the second one. This is from a woman. This woman said that the easiest way to detect a white beater is from his temperament. So she didn't go further to explain because she was like temperament. So if you're interested, go and study about temperament. This is also from a lady. She said how you can actually figure out a white beater is from his aggressive attitude over little offense. And also a drunkard. He said it is okay. He said a drunkard is a beater because alcohol can control him to do anything. So this woman is saying that the only way, or one of the ways to detect easily a white beater is from his aggressive attitude over little things or little offense. So you as a lady, you can tell if your man is always aggressive over little things. This could be a sign that he might one day beat you, but let's not hope for that. These are the signs you must actually watch out for. So let's look at this. This is coming from a man. He said, he said, before you marry a man, make sure you know what he likes and what he doesn't. Why dating a man? Whether you are sure he's gonna marry you or not, always try your best to bring out the worst in him. Like, this is one of the points I am so excited about, and I'm so excited it's coming from a man. He said, why dating him? Try to bring out the worst in him. Like, try as much as you can to quarrel with this person and know how you guys resolve issues. You know, most of the times I've really experienced it, and I've really seen people telling me the same thing. You know, most of the times when we are getting married to, or when we are dating a man, or when we are getting married, like 2 months, 3 months before marriage, we tend not to cause problems as ladies. We tend not to like upset this man, or try to you just be playing. I don't know how to put it, but if you're always like that, not always trying to avoid problems and troubles and all that, not to engage in arguments, how would you know the worst parts of this man? I think God is coming from a man. Like, why you're dating this man, try to find out, try your best to bring out the worst in him and see how he resolve issue. I don't think she can slap him, but at least there are things you can make a man that will make more sense, and see his reactions and how he go about those things. Okay, he said, from the same man, he said, Oma, the honest truth is that some men derive joy derive joy in beating their wife and see them crying and begging in return. Probably they think that the only way to make them afraid of them and submission is to beat them. I don't understand. Okay, probably they think that that's the only way to make them afraid of them and become submissive. Well, that is one of the factors I talked about, like family, maybe growing up in the family, feel like beating a wife and see her beg you back is a thumbs up for you, or make the person to be afraid of you and become submissive. Like, I don't think so. Beating your wife can never bring out submission. Like, never. I've not seen it happen, and it's not gonna happen. So guys, this is actually coming from a lecturer. The man said things to watch out for in trying to spot a potential wife beater. Are you ready? The person said, number one, inability of a man to handle frustration could lead to beating up his wife. And I think this is true. Inability of this man to handle frustration. You know, when life frustrates you like this, like you try to transfer the frustration and the aggression to someone else. So a man that can't hold those kind of frustration minds, one day get angry out of frustration and beat the wife. So number two is hot temperness. I think this is also coming from temperament also. Number three is someone who is psychologically imbalanced or mental ill. You know, someone that is psychological imbalance and mental ill can actually beat his wife. And the other one is a man with poor self-esteem or inferiority complex. Like, yes, I've experienced this. Yeah, any man that doesn't feel proud of himself can one day beat you. Yes, especially when that man sees you with another man. They start feeling like, so because I'm like this, because I couldn't afford this. Even poor men can easily beat their wife because of they start feeling like So another one is someone who sees violence as a way of solving problems. Another one is someone who doesn't admit his faults. Yeah, if you're dating a man and each thing has a problem, doesn't admit it, is a sign. Trust me. Another one is someone who always raises his voice during arguments or hits the table, punches the wall, can punch you something. Right, from a lecturer. And this is also from a victim, that very victim, the woman I told you about that fought domestic violence. This woman said, I figured out he is hot-tempered during courtship and then not to upset him any longer. Was working till I get married to him. Most times I became downcasted and unable to express myself, enduring most hurtful words from him because I don't want to get him angry. But for how long? The day I tried expressing my emotion by shouting back at him, I received a slap. Jeez. Since then, I've been receiving beatings and kickings from him. The craziest thing is that he always come back to apologize, reminding me that no marriage is perfect. and changes for a week, and after that goes back to being a monster. He just gets angry easily. So this woman said that she noticed that this man was hot-tempered, and ever since then she has been like avoiding this man, like trying to avoid whatever that will make him get angry and all that. But for how long now? This is marriage, now it's forever and ever. So the day she tried expressing her own feelings back, trying to shout back at him, she received a slap, and ever since then she has been receiving beatings open beating on top, kicking on top, slapping and all that. I noticed maybe she didn't want to have like everything, but she now said that she told me that was the reason why she left the marriage, because she nearly suffered miscarriage. So she now left. Imagine a man beating you, even in pregnancy, the man still have got to beat you. That one, don't wait to get to the point when you be pregnant. This one escape, and maybe yours may not even escape. I beg. If you notice anything like that, even in marriage, please leave. And also, this is from a therapist. I made it for my fellow therapist. The man said, okay, one, from a therapist, how you can actually detect a wife beater is visit them at office when he's around friends and family members. Take notes of his relationship with sisters, mother, or any opposite sex. If he's fond of shouting at them, shutting them up, then it could be a sign. One day he will shout at you and shut you up. So if you don't want to shut up, he might even shut it with a slap. You know how it's gonna be. Another one is, if your guy is not always okay with your friend, or always shouting, okay, and always shutting most important people out of your life, it's also okay. Only the name of being protective is also a sign. And one that is overprotective, it's good being protective, but when your man is becoming overprotective, this man might actually get angry tomorrow because of maybe seeing you with someone, and it's a sign. Every man is protected, like no man wants to share his property, but when this man is becoming overprotective, it's a sign. Don't lose guard, it's a sign. So lastly, if he has been beating you before marriage, he probably might do it again. Or if he wants to beat you, he'll also do it again. Well, above all, it takes God's grace to be sustained and stay married, honestly. So guys, this is the end of the responses I gathered a few days ago, and I hope it's helpful to you all. I wouldn't want to make this a video a long one, that's why I rushed everything. So guys, let's hear what you think about this. Which do you feel like is helpful to you? And let's hear your other view. If there's things you still want us to know, if you're watching this and there's some signs you still want us to know, please come to the comment section and say it. We're ever ready to learn. Bye bye. I love you guys.